Welcome, y'all. You see this statistic? By the year 2100 or 2100, 80% of the world's population will live in Africa or Asia. Do you see the world's most populated country in 2100? India, 1.5 billion. China, a little over a billion. Nigeria, 914 million. USA, 462. Indonesia, 3. These are all in the millions except the first two. Tanzania 276 million, Pakistan 263 million, DRC, that's the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is in Africa, 262 million, Ethiopia 243, Uganda 205 million. And this is from the sources population division of the Department of Economics and Social Affairs, the United Nations Secretary. That was 2013. This report was populated. So look here, 80% of the world's population will be in Asia and Africa. That means the focus is going to be on those two nations. No wonder the devil is messing about. The middle class will double itself in the next 15 years. This is in Africa. Middle class household. Wow. Can you guys see the country down there? Nigeria, Ghana, Sudan, Angola, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Mozambique, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and South Sudan. So apparently the focus, listen, what did the Bible say? In the end, the first will be the last, and the last will be the first. Africans, y'all better wake up, educate yourself properly, but the most important thing is get yourself in alignment with God, and He can give you ideas and visions and strategies and blueprint how to help develop Africa that was once known as the third world developing nation. It's about to birth forth, and become what? A first world nation. Because the last must be the first, and the first must be the last. This is scripture. This is not my word. By the year 2025, 40% of Africans will live in cities. Yes, Africans love cities. And look how, I don't know, this look like it could be Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, probably even Liberia. Yes, everybody loves to live in cities. To be honest, if I ever decide to relocate to Africa, I really don't want to relocate permanently. I would actually love to have a home here. Here is America, and a home back in Africa, and just travel, maybe live 50% here, 50% there. But honestly, because I've lived in cities my whole life here in the U.S., if I decide to relocate a bit of home in Africa, I'm going to the village, and I'm going to live me off the grid. Yes. Mobile internet traffic 2017. This is the continent of Africa. Wow, Nigeria. Everyone in Nigeria, 80% of the people, the population. Right now, the population of Nigeria, I think, is about 200 million or a little over 200 million. This, when I say right now, I mean 2019. So 80% of 200 million people use internet and have a mobile phone. Wow. If you have a mobile phone internet company in Nigeria, you know how much money you're making. Then there's India, South Africa, Indonesia, Thailand, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, Poland, China, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and that's the global average. Wow. Nigeria, my goodness. I guess Africa is not as backwards as I thought. Mobile banking usage amongst customers. Mexico, 46, Brazil. Where Africa at? Kenya, 93%, Nigeria, 85%. Wow, that is a lot.
First of all, go to Africa and be a tourist. Do you know that statistically, you are less likely to be a victim of a crime in a tourist destination in Africa than in Spain? If you go to Africa, buy fruits from that lady. Yes, maybe she doesn't have access to running water and she brings water in a bucket every morning to clean the bananas. But these fruits are still healthier than the one you're buying in the supermarket with pesticides and chemicals. If you're going as a tourist to Africa, take this driver as your driver. Allow him to make his living on being your taxi driver, because he's going to save his money, and in a couple months he's going to buy another car like this, he's going to hire his brother, and then another car he's going to hire his cousin, and in a couple years from now you're going to come back and he's going to have a logistics company.
Well, this is a very contrast image and portrayal of Africa. Of course, the picture that says the hopeless continent is a news magazine, I'm sure, from the West. Or they're both The Economist. Yeah, that's I think it's an American magazine. Yes, they always portray pictures and images about Africa negatively. I mean, granted, some of the images and pictures are true, but we Africans gonna have to work on painting a better image and a better picture of Africa as we begin to work on ourselves individually and corporately. The image of Africa will change when we individually begin to change. This is the UN prediction of the population of the world in billions from 2015 to the year 2100. You see Asia, that would be 5.2 billion. Africa, little over 4 billion. And then 3 billion, you're going down. Where is America? There's Latin America, under 1 billion. Europe. Listen, America, if we want to have this great United States continue to survive and thrive, we have to first of all stop slaughtering our babies in the form of abortion. We have to begin to make a demand on the big pharma, the pharmaceutical industry that is just causing people to have cancer left, right, and center with the Monsanto, the vaccine industry. Then you have Bill Gates and all he's pushing his vaccine. If you want America to, because if the population continues to decline, the nation will literally be vanished of the earth, because it's people that keep the nation alive. If the population continues to decline, you know what's going to happen to America. So Americans, wake up. Christians, begin to pray that abortion will be brought to an end. And those enemies of America behind the scene that has made it a man to really destroy this nation, either from within or without, through whether population control, poisoning the food, by the Monsanto, the pesticides, the pre-processed food, the canned food. We have to start going back to gardening. We have to go back to start growing our own food or supporting the local farmers market. But we have to go back eating natural food. We can't put processed, chemically processed food where they strip all the nutrition, the values that your body needs. They strip it off and then they place it with artificial discoloring food, artificial coloring, artificial sugar, everything artificial. How can you take all these artificial things and stuff it in a non-artificial body and you expect it not to break down? America, wake up. Thank you.